Hey planners, welcome back to Organized Magic. Today we're continuing our adventure in Storybook Vale, and I'm building on the right side of the bind, just across from our cozy main street. This area is becoming a fairy tale neighborhood, with soft fall colors, charming cottages, and just a touch of pixie dust. We've got classic character homes, cozy paths, and a magical little fairy section that sparkles between the trees. If you love cozy builds, magical decorating, and all things dreamy and detailed, make sure you give that like button a little squish and hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of our Storybook Vale journey. Now, hold on to your tiaras. Let's get started. I'm hoping to finish the bind today. I worked on the left side last time, and now I want to work on the right side and make a little neighborhood. I'll be adding Aurora and then some houses, including a lot of the fairies. Tinkerbell house. Well, let me get them out and we'll see them because they are so adorable. Here's Tinkerbell's house. I like it because it's like an arch you can walk under, so I'm going to use that to my advantage if I can. That looks like a good spot for it, with the way the grass is worn out there. And there's Aurora's house with the tree. It's just adorable. I also want to add Belle's cottage because, I mean, look at it. It fits right in, doesn't it? It has like a little water mill on the side and a well, a lot of detail in there. And Belle would love to be by all these books. Along with Tinkerbell's house, let's see, the Garden Teapot House, the Decorative Pixie Dust Mill, and I think that's all for houses. Although some of these are pretty small, they don't really feel like houses. You have this really large one, full of medium, and then this tiny one. Super cute. A lot to work with. I also have this Bayou Cottage in the water. It's very detailed. Has a lot of flowers setting out, has a boat. It's really cute. And I love that it can fit right here. I think that's where we want it, right? Oh, look, it has a door on the other side too, a purple door. Super cute. So I'm looking to use the same pathing and fencing and bushes and everything on the other side. We're just going to make it more of a neighborhood feel. And we have this path to continue, this staircase, and then one back here that goes up to Mythopia. So Main Street path, we'll just plug it in up here and pull it down, of course, to this path. It's being a little stubborn. It won't let me go right up against it. Not here, maybe here. Yeah, so it's just going to be a little different. I believe the other side was able to go all the way across, but we also have this path of stones, I guess, stones and books that crosses over the water that let me make my way back to the back ramp. There it is. Let's see, how wide? Pretty wide. We like the wide Main Street path. So I'm gonna have to move Belle. I mean, I just put her down. I wasn't sure where she would land exactly, but I think we just push her back a little bit. That's a pretty good area, and I'll just fill it in real quick. Okay, I have that filled in so far, but I wanted to make a neighborhood, so I wanted to have blocks, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna fill in a path behind Aurora's next to Belle's cottage, and I'll probably just have to, pull it over and see how wide we can make it. Her house is very slim. I think that right there is probably good enough. I think it's a little thinner than this one, but one more would go under the tree, and that wouldn't look right. This cottage might be able to move, but then it wouldn't line up here, so I'm fine with that. And I'm not sure about coming down along the coast. I would have to make more pathing for one, but if this area is going to be fairies, they might have a different kind of road, if any road at all, since they can fly. There was another item. Well, there's a lot of fairy items. There was a big one I want to be sure to place down, the fairy flower garden, and I'm kind of thinking I can decorate with that on either side of Tinkerbell's place. And this puff air balloon, look how big and pretty this is, and it's dripping glitter. Oh, pixie dust. I love it. I think this is going to be really good because I wanted to use the fairy stuff, and I considered using it in the wild woods, but it's not exactly the same as the Alice in Wonderland type stuff and the colors and everything. I think this is a perfect spot for them. Okay, now back to the path. Along this edge, I'm going to mimic the other side a little, and that's just going to keep it a little consistent. Maybe I can even use this arch have to go over the path here. Ooh. And then we'll use the brick and iron fence along the water's edge, just for a little bit, just along this edge. I'm just comparing them. I want them to be pretty similar. They're within the same biome technically, I guess. So, and then we're gonna line the path. We do have fishing nodes, but you can get to it from over here as well. Iron and spike brick fence. That's the one. I don't know if I have room to kind of make that the look I did here, where it kind of goes along the edge. This side, definitely not because of that rock. Maybe on the other side though. And it doesn't have to be exactly like the other side. Is that enough room for a bush that I want to do? Actually, I think those are under trees, the bind round bush. See, that's not quite gonna reach. Get creative with this. Let's see, where can we put this? Okay, like that, and maybe this just starts after the rock, respecting the topography. And you know, I might just leave a little area to get through there to fish as needed. I'm considering putting these traps on the edge here. I know there's a benefit to grouping them together to do them faster, but they don't look as nice to me, so I want to work them into my design so I can use them, so then I can line them up along the path here. It's kind of fun just to see the birds twirling around them. I'm just kind of guessing where this should land. I might have to nudge them a bit after I put the fence in. So like these little sections of fence. Yeah, that looks cool. I like it. It won't go past the bush, so I'll have to bring it in again. There we go. Now, did I use any stepping stones or... Yeah, I can use these tropical wood paths over here. I don't know if they're going to make the bush disappear. Yeah, they did. We don't want that. Maybe the other kind then, the garden stone, like that, out to the beach. I like it. It's nice lining the path. Residential area. So this side we used the vine bushes. Yeah, we'll see as we go along. But I do like that look there. If we'll continue it down here, I think I would have to make some more fence. Or maybe, oh, hold on. I have an idea. This side is kind of like an L. Well, then we go into this fairy section, so maybe we'll wait and see. Okay, so we have, I'm really not sure what to do on this side. On the other side, I put one of the pergolas. I could do that and just make it like a sitting area instead of the crafting kind of, have a craft table and goofy stall and then a cooking table on the other side. Let's see if it'll pull up similar items. Only the red one. Because there's a yellow. Yeah, there's a yellow and an orange one. Plus I think I'll have to dig up that spot there. I might try yellow next to Aurora, but Aurora's yellow is really soft. Yeah, I like this fence. I think that looks good with the Bayou Cottage there. Very bold colors. Okay, let's check out pergola yellow. So like on the other side, it's a little tricky with the pathing. Probably need to pull the path back a little. I do like the yellow though, because we don't have yellow trees, but there's some in the landscape like here. So that really helps balance that. You see them on the hill there. I think that's the one I'm going to go with, and I'll just pull my path back a little bit. Oh, I wonder if I can make this. Yeah, let's do that. That's my new favorite thing. Trying to see what I did on this side. We can do that over here too. Have a bush. You can walk through there. You need to get over to this area. Very cute. I'll come back to that if I want to add any benches under there. We've got Aurora here, and I've yet to kind of decorate with garden stuff, and there's some really pretty crops here in Eternity Isle, and I was thinking I would make her a little garden next to her house. I'll give her a little white picket fence garden. I think it'll be adorable. And the fence starts to create another post there, so I'll just stop it at that point. So I think I put this bush in here, but it's blocking me. There we go. See, like that, we can put some crops in there. Let's see if it's gonna work the way I want. I don't think I can put one here. I'm gonna have to move. Well, it could just be 2 rows in the middle. They're more for looks this time. Okay, what I was thinking of was the chia seed, and they're here in the bind, and they're very cheap, but they are so pretty. Maybe they'll grow fast if I go ahead and plant them while we're decorating. And I'll get them watered, and we'll wait for them to grow and see what they look like. Meanwhile, we can continue decorating. Just add some things here around the garden. There's this type of bush too that really looks good here. Maybe. It's not really gonna fit in there, is it? Yeah, up against the fence. Ah, leaf piles. Love leaf piles. Although they're only orange, so that one probably doesn't make much sense under the yellow tree. We'll add it later. We can add some more of these flower beds back here. Yeah, let's do that instead of the bush. And then one of the small trees, maybe. Then we have orange, yellow. Yeah, that's cute. A little bit of height. Just gonna make sure we turn things so they're not all facing the same direction. Really helps. Oh, why this one is so big. It's gonna overlap on the corner just a little. That's fine. And I did add one pink and one blue lantern for obvious reasons. For Miss Aurora, pull the path up to her door, maybe under her house. Yeah. And then we've got a little couple of pots with pretty colors, blue and pink, a little bit of purple. Her house already has a lot of cool ornate decorations and these plants wisping up on the corners. Those are nice. The other side, let's see. Why don't we pull in one of those flower-touched windmills? Look at that. That's just pretty. We see these pastel flower patches. Just a couple. I'm going to have to get some more bridge lampposts, my favorite. But we definitely need one here, I think. Let's move the windmill in a little bit. It's so cute. This pumpkin carriage goes good with the fall colors. See if I want some division here. I may not have enough room. I think it's kind of fitting with the flowers growing on it and the vines. See if I can find a small chair for her seating. Oh, this flower chair. I don't know. It doesn't really match the style, but the colors match the windmill. I have this chair. I don't know. That one doesn't do it for me either. I do like my rocking chair. I put it in my yard. That's probably going to be the winner. Yep, I think so. Oh, look, it's just adorable though. I really could have one on either side. I don't want to overdo it though. Maybe we add one of these flower patches to this side if possible. Cute. Look at Aurora's little block. I think it's adorable. Make sure and check the back side. See if we can add some more small things. She doesn't really need anything along the back side of her house. There's not room to do so anyway, but those flowers on that trunk, on the roots, super cute. I can fit a glowing mushroom over here, maybe one over here. This sunlight fern really blends in here too if I needed it. Really matches the road. It almost gets lost. I could use it to my advantage, really. There on the edges. I like that. Add a little pathing through here. Oh, that's cute. I'm glad I can put it under the tree. Yeah. All right, let's look back here at Belle's cottage. She doesn't really need much. Her place is also very decorative. I need to move it up because the well was overlapping the edge there. It's a really big house. I want her to pull over. Probably want to be able to get through there. Squeeze between here. Now, does this house need a fence? I'm not sure. You know, little white picket fences for the neighborhood. I think a little would be good. They need to make it to their cellar door though. Oh, I can use... Yeah, let's do that. You put the white picket fence on the side. Have this tropical path up to there. This guy is so cute. Imagine him greeting you. Adorable. So if I had a fence on the side, let's see if we have one of these to use. And then we could pull the fence on the side of that. That's a cute little yard. And I can get through there if I leave it open in the back. We just add some more trees over here. A little sidewalk. Now, isn't there a yellow one? Yeah, there's a yellow one too. There, we can line the street. I don't think this path can come back. Not all the way. But maybe it leads to that very special bookcase. And I'll add in some bushes. And there is an ore spot in there, tucked away a little bit. So I'll grab some of my garden path here. So don't forget it's back there. I'll just add a few planters back here to fill in the space. It's kind of screaming for a bench, isn't it? It's more of an indoor bench. Maybe a picnic table between the trees. It's a sweet idea. Let me just adjust these trees to make room for it. Add a little light. Maybe a little trash bin, recycle bin. Let's see if this adds or not. Leaf-strewn path, but it's very brown. Like if it's been walked on a lot, it might make sense. Maybe I move the flowers over here. Okay, so we have Aurora and Belle's cottage, the pergola. We line the path, adding traps in the Bayou house. So now we get to play in the fairy garden. As a huge fan of sightlines, I think I want to center that Tinkerbell's house with the path and be able to see it as I'm running under this bridge. I think that would be really, really lovely. So let's try to get that lined up. I think if I pull the path out, I can center it. Okay, so that's kind of showing me where the path is. If I can't cover this up, I might take the path back and just do it in the middle, but that's really just to line it up. Yeah, see that? Oh, that's just so bold right there. It's just so pretty. Look at that picture. That's it. That's what I want. So that helps know where Tinkerbell is, or if we had Tinkerbell, where she'd be. We'll pretend she's in our house. And then we have the mill here and her airship and another little garden fairy house. Adorable. Oh, look at her in the rocking chair. That's so cute. Okay, let's get to work on this fairy garden. I might be able to push her back a little bit so that I don't have to worry about the path covering up, or the base of this covering up the path. It doesn't really bother me too much, but I can tell that there's no border and it's not like a pile of leaves that have a natural edge. I want to use these somehow. I'm just not entirely sure how I can use them. Yeah, maybe on the other side. And they blow. You can interact with them and they blow. I don't know if it's leaves or petals. Maybe that's the way to get to this garden house, which is just as important for that little fairy that lives there. I was going to go with the wrought iron fencing here, so I can set that back behind these fairy gardens, topiaries, like this. Oh, that'd be a nice layer. Also, we have the fairy arches I haven't used. It might be easier to go to that star path. I think it's the Garden of Whimsy. Yes. So these blooming banners, or maybe we just use them as lighting. Oh, all the good stuff here. The wheelbarrow, and there's another color, the purple, and the little seats. I love them. And the gazebo, which I used in Eternity Isle, but we can use it here too. I don't know if we'd go with probably pink. I think that goes better with the oranges and reds. Oh, it's going to be adorable. There's a little table, a little tea set. Oh my gosh, you got to put that on the table. And there is a fountain. I don't know if that's Alice in Wonderland. Probably. But I like the colors of it. They look really good here with the fairy stuff. We might consider that for a decoration. And there's another kind of chair, but I don't want to use too many different items. I don't mind if they go well together. That's fine, but I don't want to use them just because I have them. I think the purple goes better with this if I put these seats around that, for instance. So I'm going to pull this back and make sure my fence is lined up all the way across. And then I can take away as usual. All right, let's get that house back over here. Pull it back a little bit so we can get it back lined up with the pathing. There we go. Those are just so adorable. Oh, I'm getting ideas. I love it. We have small trees, fairytale trees. Not the right colors though. But I was looking for the cypress. They're evergreen, and their green matches all the garden stuff here. Do my layering with fencing and trees and flowers. I think the fairies definitely would have all of these flowers as much as they could. Oh, so cute. And I will line this other side with the trees as well. Yeah, 3 trees. Love, love, love. And the chairs, we'll go with the purple ones. Oh, super cute. I haven't got to use this decor yet. I just haven't had the build opportunity. Oh, it's so pretty. I think I would want this open a little bit. And I think I'll start using the yellow bushes. Where are those yellow bushes? Here. Just use them to guide us where to put a path here. Step into the fairyland. And we have all kinds of arches we could use. Oh, let's do this one. This one's classic. It's been around forever. But we use the trellis across the street. So I think it's fitting. Little fairy garden. I know it needs more flowers, doesn't it? Drop our little plumera path. Flowers wherever they're going to fit. Oh, look, we can tuck them underneath. Yes. Now we're still in a forest. So we might want some more trees. Small trees, if they're gonna fit. Yeah, how is that? I like the yellow one there. And it's gonna get hard to tuck things in there. So I'm gonna go with the smaller stuff. I don't wanna block that little ladder. I really don't wanna put anything here. Maybe a light? What kind of lighting we can... Oh, we have these. What are they called? Tinkerer's lamp? These are beautiful. Look how they hang over. Yeah, I'm going to have to take up some of my flower path there. We need these in our lives, don't we? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's cute. I could still fit these. Yeah. I just love this little flower path. I don't even know if it would be here, but this is magic, so... Okay, let's see if that looks good on the ground. I can turn on the fans too. Look at that fan blow those petals. Oh my goodness. To the other side. Yeah. Blow them to me. Oh, that's magical. I love it. All right, let's continue. That looks so good. Okay, I should probably pull this fence back around here. I think I have enough. I wasn't doing Remy quests, and then suddenly I was doing them every day. So I have a lot of that iron. All right, I just kind of squared it off where the grass, if you will. So we have this cute gazebo. I want to do 2 of them. Like that's where they meet up or have dinner or whatever. And then I need to add some trees in. You got to have trees here. And a big dramatic one. I think we're ready for that. Large. That's not that large. This little tree, book nook tree. Some of them are so small. That one's way too big. And we do have this guy, very orange. Probably should have one. Maybe here. It's almost making an arch for you to go under. Yeah, we could pull this little path down to the sand. Oh yeah, that's cute. And the shade really helps. This would probably go inside the fairy garden. Aw, I like this tree. It's very similar to the other one. I mean, I think they're the same, but different colors. But it looks good next to Tinkerbell. I don't know if I don't want them to be the exact same shape. We'll get a regular one going. Just like it didn't turn for Autumn because of her fairy magic. Speaking of, that's why, well, I probably will add them last, but we need some fireflies because it's like pixie dust. I'll put it around that magical tree there. We could have an opening here coming this way. We do have more of these banners. Oh, I have an extra one of these here. Oh, I have to turn them on. Oh, look, they drop glowies. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even know they did that. Turn them all on. Yes, I like it. I know it's dark and it's an older asset, but I think it's cute. A little bit of Mickey on there. I feel like I need some more stuff along the path though. I'm always getting down and checking because I want to make sure it looks good. Can just do some simple bushes. This and this little one. And pull that back 1 and we can add bushes or 1 bush. It's not letting me add. I didn't leave enough space. Okay, I think that's acceptable. I also think we're gonna put a tall tree right here. Whoosh, over. Let's grab this guy. Very fitting. Okay, so we have this mill. I had it kind of angled. I need to go turn off its mailbox. And I want to make sure I can get all the way around the back. We're going to add trees everywhere, of course. We have some other red trees. There's a birch tree. It's a pretty red. I'm just doing a mix of trees. I think, oh, that really fills it out. I still need to get down in there though and decorate inside of the gazebos. Decide if I want to do a path. I'm not sure about the path. Maybe in here. We would want some, would we want pathing or not? They have leafy stuff growing out their bases. I don't know about mud. And it makes sense for the mossy looking growth on the end or this one. It has a border. Sometimes I don't like this border, but I'm going to give it a shot. I need to move it. I'll just have one out and duplicate it in a moment. That's cute. And we had the other one on top of it. Turn it the other way. It's like at a park when you go and there's mulch under the playground or the picnic spots. I think it's cute. We might even need less. Yeah. And then I can make another one for the other. Oh, adorable. It's just adorable. And I'll pull my tropical wood through the middle and that can give us an opening out to the beach. Perfect. Oh, look at the little table in there. I gotta get another one for the other side. I guess the pathing could be this. I have plenty of it. Gets a little hard to do on this side. I have to play with my tree here. Is that gonna line up right? I think it's gonna go over one more. Okay, so we can just have this one go up here to something else. Oh, that's so cute. And this little tree back here has books on it. Trying to get it in the right spot. I think that's pretty good. Do you think this should be on the beach? There's not a lot of room on the beach, honestly. Get it there. It has a little bit of clearing. Or I could push the tree back. And I'm not sure about the fountain now. I like the colors. I just don't know if we have room for it. What if this goes back and then the path could go around the fountain? And I think that would make a lot of things need to change. But I love water features. I'm going to try to make it work. Oh, look at that. Square. We'll put that on a fancy path. We have gold. We can do the gold. More like a base for it than pathing. Lovely. Oh. Oh, we have the toadstool fairy circle thing. I don't think I left room for it. Unless that's... Oh. Oh, look at that. We'll put it... That's where the... What is this called? It's where it lands. The airship. Okay, I think I can add a bench here. That'd be super cute. Popsicle bench. Where the fairies? Yes. Oh, it's so cute. I put them under these banners. Oh, this trellis. Well, maybe I don't want to cover that window up. I'll just do it like that, like that. Oh, the glowy lights. That's really cute. Let's see what other little things we have as far as books go. There's this bookish fire pit. Let's see if this will fit here. Not really. What about over here on the beach? The beach is a little tricky. I have an idea. I could shape this, cut it out so that we could put it right there on the edge. Let's give that a shot like this. Yeah, like that. Just on the edge, the corner there. And we bring the fence back like that. Is that still too close? I'm not sure. That's good. We gotta put some trees there now. There's like a lot of cool little things. And just add along the path. All of the rocks here are freaking huge. I think some of them go in the water as well. I just want to put something here, right here. That's probably a good spot for a bench. There we go. We'll use that red one with a little bit of blue in it. Fine, fine, fine. We could put that somewhere else. Where else do we need a bench? Here? Yeah. We do have this area back here. Right there's good. I like having benches because the character's always walking around and then they'll sit down and sit with you. It's very sweet. Yeah, I can find a different lamppost. Oh, we can use another pink one here. I still needed some trees back here. That's the lamppost there. We can add some smaller vine trees. Oh, they have such large bases though. That's why. Let's let it stick out right here. No, that doesn't look right. Let's go down to these. They'll blend in really well. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah. Wonder if I can fit any bushes along the back here. Oh, I can. Oh yeah. I like that. Just kind of alternated them. A little more interest. And then we have a little reading area here with a bonfire. Oh, love that. Need a flower bush here. Gonna add a few stepping stones here. Add these sunflowers. Well, they're not sunflowers. Maybe more like daisies. I don't know. They're kind of different. And then I need to order a table. And I think I'd be pretty happy with this. This side of the bind turned out so dreamy. It keeps the same cozy feel as our Main Street build, but with a softer, more tucked away vibe. We've got Aurora's house, Belle's cottage, and the Bayou Cottage settled into a quiet little neighborhood, plus a small garden for Aurora that adds the perfect touch. The fairy section is glowing with magic. Tinkerbell's house, the Pixie Dust Mill, and the Garden Teapot House all sparkle under the fall trees. There's a picnic park, snippet traps hidden in the bushes, and plenty of Main Street path tying everything together. It's packed with detail, color, and fairytale magic, and I couldn't be more proud of the result. Don't forget to give that like button a little squish, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments which side of the bind you're loving more. I'll see you next time as we keep decorating our way through Storybook Vale. Bye, friends!